What's up, guys? Here today. Fuck you, you fucking motorcycle piece of shit. Here today. Oh, here today with the answers to the questions that you guys dropped on my last video. I figured I gave it enough time. I actually got a lot more questions than I was expecting to, which is awesome. So thank you to everyone that asked the question. It was really cool. I was not expecting to get as many as I did, and I'm really excited to answer them. I have looked them over a little bit, but I don't have responses like prepared, so I'll just kind of do them off the top of my head. If you have another question or you just didn't see the video in time to drop a question on that video, I'll answer other questions on that video or on this one in another video, if you have any. So without further ado, let's get into the questions. The first one is from VaderGator, YouTube name VaderGator. Love your videos, no matter what the quality, man. Thank you, that means a lot to me. Was wondering what were your favorite bands outside of metal, or just bands that would be a surprise to your listeners that you listen to. Non-metal bands that I like. I've been getting a little bit into hip-hop lately. I really like some old-school kind of hip-hop. Two Live Crew, Digital Underground, NWA, shit like that. Of course, I like Death Grips. Everyone likes Death Grips. Death Grips is awesome. Earl Sweatshirt is great. And, I like Eminem. I just think Eminem's fucking good. So, fight me. I think he's good. And my personal favorite right now would probably have to be Run the Jewels. I really like Run the Jewels. Really dig their style. I have to say some of my favorite stuff outside of metal would be punk music, actually. I really like oi punk, anarcho-punk, folk punk. I know, even though the fan base of folk punk is literally the cringiest thing in the world, I do like some folk punk bands like Ramshackle Glory, Wingnut, Dishwashers Union, Andrew Jackson Jihad. That's the other one. Johnny Hobo and the Freight Trains. I do like some folk punk. I really like crust punk. Like Os Rotten is fantastic. I enjoy some ska, like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, as you've seen in some of my videos. I like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. The Vandals. Rotten Blue Menace, crust stuff like Choking Victim and Leftover Crack, I think is really good. So yeah, I like punk music. I think punk music is awesome, and of course, the Ramones, because the Ramones are the shit. I do like some neo-folk, Omnia and Muskox being my favorites, and I love blues. I like Keb Mo, Muddy Waters, stuff like that. Of course, Robert Johnson, the King. Mississippi John Hurt. I think that the guitar playing and stuff and that kind of music is really, really fantastic. So that's some of the stuff that I like that is not metal. So thank you for your question. Next one is from Die White Witch Die, or aka Jordan. He has an awesome YouTube channel that you should definitely go check out. He asked a few questions. Number one is favorite Sun album. Sun, Zero, parenthesis, you know the bands. Drone metal. I'd have to say, even though I love Monoliths and Dimensions to death, that album is just absolutely just confusing and dark and creepy and just insane. The Sun sounds. I have to say, White One. I believe it's White One. Is my favorite Sun album because the song My Wall is just like 23 minutes of just eerie as fuck drone with just this creepy, almost kind of cheesy at some points, but really unsettling narration from an old man. And White One I think would have to be my favorite. I know Black One is most people's favorite, but I think White One is my favorite. Least favorite black metal band, he also asks. That's a tough one. I mean, In the Umbra is probably the worst black metal band I've ever heard. They're just horrible bands that I bought a CD of because it was $3. They're just horrible black metal. I mean, I don't really know too many bad black metal bands. I don't really enjoy Mayhem at all. Even De Mysterious, Dom Sathanis, and Live in Leipzig, the albums that most people like by Mayhem, I don't actually even enjoy at all by them. So I would have to say probably Mayhem. I don't like, and I don't really get the hype behind Mayhem. But hey, whatever. Top 5 favorite sludge bands. I don't have a top 5 prepared, but that's tough, man. I don't really listen to a lot of sludge metal. I do like Black Cobra. I think Black Cobra has a really cool kind of sludge sound. My favorite, of course, is Acid Bath. Even though they have a lot more going on in their sound, they're kind of sludge metal at their core, and they're my favorite sludge band, hands down. I do like. I think they're more classified as sort of like a stoner metal band, but I do really like Bong Ripper. I think they're fantastic, and I guess Electric Wizard or Sludge. I don't know. Sludge and like stoner and all the subgenres of doom kind of blend together for me. But yeah, definitely Acid Bath, Black Cobra, and I like High on Fire as well. Leads me to the next question he asks: favorite stoner bands. Stoner metal, I love. Probably one of my favorite genres. I love Saturnalia Temple, I believe is the name of the band. Zaum is a fantastic, like sort of Middle Eastern styled stoner band. Sleep, Om, Yob, however you say it. Those guys are incredible. Acid King. Yeah, there's so much good stoner metal out there. I think it's one of my favorite genres, just because I love how spacey and out there it can be, with some awesome riffs as well. And his last question that he asked is albums of the year so far. It's tough. I really love the new Obsequies record, Aria of Vernal Tombs. I've given that quite a few listens, and I love it. The new Leviathan, Scar-Sighted, I've actually listened to a lot lately, and it's definitely been growing on me a lot. I think it's a fantastic release. Antlers, A Gaze Into the Abyss, I just reviewed that. That's amazing. The new Ghostbath record, I believe the band is called, what are they called? Severoth. I think the album's called Winterfall. That album is great. And The Revenant King by Visigoth is fantastic. So I have to say those are probably some of my favorites of the year as of right now. Although there's a lot of new stuff that's coming out that's probably going to make it on there. In case you didn't notice, I'm in my living room. Just figured I would do this in my living room. So, yeah, that's why I'm here. 1 second. Fucked up my phone, and I'm reading all these questions off my phone. Alright, moving on to my man. There's my man right here, Charles Pettyfer. Check out his channel. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. Pretty much does the same shit I do, but with an awesome Scottish accent. So if that sounds cool to you, then go check out his channel. I'm probably going to answer his 3 questions and then move this on to part 2. Alright, so he says, good video as usual. Thanks, man. Question number 1. What was the first black metal band / bands that you listened to or heard of? Dark Throne was definitely one of the first ones I heard of. The Blades in the Northern Sky album. Gorgoroth and Emperor were definitely some of the first ones. I believe I listened to some Belphegor stuff as well, even though they're sort of black and death metal. I believe they were one of the first ones I heard. And, yeah, it was pretty much just like I looked up black metal on Wikipedia and listened to the bands that were like listed on top. So, yeah, that was some of the first black metal that I ever heard, the second wave Norwegian stuff. He also asks, do you like any thrash metal? If so, what bands? Thrash metal isn't really my thing. I'm not super into the, sort of aspect of it. I think it just kind of gets old. I do, however, love Municipal Waste. They're probably my favorite thrash band ever. They're just awesome. I just love how they don't take themselves too seriously and just fucking go for it. They're awesome. Fuck you, whoever's fucking calling me, piece of shit. Anyway, another one I really like from Greece is Biocancer. Biocancer are a fantastic thrash band, just a lot of energy and a lot of aggression in their music. I do occasionally like Metallica a little bit, I guess. But, yeah, other than that, thrash metal, I guess Deucenid. Deucenid is sort of a thrash band. But other than that, thrash metal is just really not my thing. I'm not super into it. And the third question that he asked, are the lyrics a big thing for you when listening to a song, or does it not matter as long as the music is good? I really enjoy lyrics, personally. I love it when a song has fantastic lyrics. Woods of Ypres, I mean, probably the best example, some of the best lyrics ever, in my opinion. And I mean, I can definitely enjoy a song without lyrics. Like, you know, if I get an album that doesn't have the lyrics with it, I'm not not gonna like the album because of it. But I definitely don't think that as long as the music is good, I'm just gonna like the. I don't care about the lyrics because I do think that I'm a sucker for reading some amazing lyrics. I think it adds a whole nother level to the atmosphere of the music, to the metal. And so, yeah, when I listen to music, I definitely look for some awesome lyrics. If they're not there, I can still get into the music, but the lyrics definitely help. And yeah, I think we're going to cut it off there. I've got 3 more sets of questions. And yeah, I'm going to continue that in part 2. So yeah, I will be right back.